Tonight on the Locked Up RC show, we are going to install some prototype parts on our Axial Capra. My name is Patrick Norton. I am your host. I hope you'll stick around. I'm running late. I know. It's a big surprise, right? Sorry for running late tonight, guys. Just had a couple of things I had to take care of tonight. What we're going to get into tonight are some prototype parts, so hopefully this will be exciting for you guys. Thank you for the compliment on my shirt. I may have actually wore this shirt on the show before. I can't remember. I need to have like a running log, but this was like Walmart special, I feel like. I don't know. Maybe I didn't even get it for myself. Maybe it was a Christmas present. Anyway, so I got my Capra parts bins. I've thrown my prototype parts in here just so that I can't forget anything, because I forget things. You know, the older I get, the better my knees and my memory have become. Prototype parts. I'm sure you guys will be interested in this. Well, I'm not sure. Hopefully some of you will be interested in this. Set the Capra aside for a second. So the first things that I'm going to try to get installed tonight, and remember, these are prototypes, so these could blow up in my face, I don't know, but for those of you that like our black steel parts, black steel Capra knuckles, black steel portal covers. Now these have a rough, I will say, a rough zinc finish on them. The prototype parts, I don't know if we'll do black oxide like we did on the TRX4 parts, or if we would do zinc. And let me just pause for a second here and address this, because I know some of you are going to ask, where's the gobs of brass and all of that stuff? We, Locked Up RC, tend to not necessarily have gobs of brass kind of stuff all over the place. Having said that, I did play around with my 3D printer and make some play stuff. I kind of test fitted this guy already. It fits, it's a big chunk. So those of you that are wondering if we will be making other parts for the Capra, we probably will. I suspect that we will offer these knuckles as is. I like to have the actual knuckle itself be a nice chunk of heavy duty steel. And the covers will probably be where we add some weight. Now, if you were looking at, this prototype knuckle and this prototype knuckle and then this cover, and you're saying, well, like, gee, there's no way you can add as much weight with the cover if that's brass as you could with that big fat knuckle, you are correct. From a couple of prototypes and designs that I've done, I think we're probably going to end up with a cover that, bolts onto our knuckle, but then kind of has this extra side weight worked into the cover and not the knuckle. We probably will also make these covers because some people want to just add a stronger cover in the rear and not add, a disgusting amount of weight on it. Anyway, so that's what we're looking at. So, long story short, why is this? I feel like the autofocus is going crazy on this thing. What did I do? Did I break something? I don't know. I'm always busting stuff. Hopefully, let's see, which side is this? That's that side. Let's start on this side. Like, first, I need to take some things apart. And move some stuff out of the way. I want to make sure I have... Yeah, we're good. So, although if you're just tuning in, it's prototype night, basically. I don't have finished prototypes of everything that we're going to be making for the Capra. But at least I can get these prototypes put on. That allows us to check some things. Make sure measurements are good, bearing pockets, all of that kind of stuff. Which, of course, really doesn't, I don't want to say it doesn't matter until you get to production, but, it's nice when you get things right ahead of time, or not ahead of time, whatever, for prototypes. One thing I have changed is I have changed the background music for some of the different segments So as you guys are watching this, if you happen to, if the background music is like insanely loud, let me know. I did some testing to try to avoid that, but it's kind of difficult to really get it perfect. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully, when I'm quiet, like I just was, there will be some light background music and not just that droning I just dropped that. Not just the droning techno kind of beat thing that I had before. Anyway, whatever. Things. The things that I do. Madness. Okay, so we got that side off. I guess all of this is coming off because I'm going to put them on both sides. So tonight we are literally wrenching and showing some prototypes. Tonight may be one of those nights that I wish that I had a electric screwdriver. I don't think Paul has joined yet. Oh, you know, all you guys joined. Thank you. Welcome Eric, Dion, Sean, Travis, Robert, and Freddie. Thank you for joining. Now I'm actually considering doing the show, starting it a little bit later. Partly because apparently I have problems getting ready for an 8 p.m. show. It's 8 p.m. my time. Well, not now it's like 8:30, 8:45, I don't know. You know, my wife works late on Monday, I make dinner for her, and I don't always get everything done for the show in time. Oh no, I see, wow, I just got a whole lot of little smileys. What was all that about? I saw one was a teardrop. Who's sad? Or was that like a Cry Me a River because I'm running late or changing the showtime? Or are those things old? Welcome, Paul. I don't know. I've figured out some of the Facebook comments, but, you know, I don't know. Some of it I haven't. I feel like my camera is autofocusing oddly a lot tonight. It's because I've done something with the lighting. I don't know. Chill out, camera. Man. No. Yeah, it's. I wonder if it has to do with the dark black Lexan reflection. What's up with that? Stop. I may have to move the camera again. I thought I had the camera in a good place finally. It's gonna be doing weird autofocus stuff all night. That's gonna make you guys have seizures. Can't have that. I wonder if I accidentally, I wonder. I think I. Bear with me for a moment here. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to see up on top of that, am I? Let's see. We're gonna let me do this so that you guys. Well, how do I do this? I don't know how to do that. This is gonna get shaky for a second. I apologize. Yep, that's it. Okay. Hopefully the focus will not be as crazy now. Of course, I've bumped this a little bit. I forgot I actually took this camera down to use it as a camera over the weekend, and so it was still set to. You guys don't care. Nobody cares. As long as the focus is correct. I took the camera down to use it as a camera, and I forgot to turn it back to a video camera, basically. So, yeah, that's better. Okay. Man, that would have made me crazy. And, whatever. We've discussed my craziness before. Let's see. Probably going to forget what some of this is. I don't even know why that's up here. I guess I could do these one at a time, kind of show you guys what's happening. You know, I just wrench, do things, whatever. So these should be, let's see, what is this? This is Darmstadt? These should be pretty direct replacements. I'm gonna have to take some parts out of this one, which I think a lot of this just slides out. Let's see, get a bearing out. Up there, this probably one. Actually, that was not bad at all. Where'd my actual? There we go. I believe, yeah. Haha. Okay, so pulled everything out. Now I have to remember what order these all go together. Like that. Like that. Couple times. Let's see. This goes in the front. Like that. Okay. Hopefully I'm doing an okay job keeping this all on camera. So I know this probably is not, oh, where'd my pen go? This may not be the most exciting stuff, because, you know, once you see the prototype, that's pretty much it. Unless this blows up in my face. Is that why you guys tune in? It's okay if it is, I suppose. Let's see. This we'll put in there. So it's funny, Jackie's actually the one that assembled the Capra, so I'm not completely sure the best methods to get everything assembled and together. But what am I missing? Oh, my pin came out. Well, that's a problem. Almost dropped it. Okay, maybe I need to wait. Yeah, that has to be. I feel like one of my bearings may not be sitting in there all the way. Oh, the joy of prototypes. Let's see, is it this one? Might be this one. Felt like it went right in. No, let me push it out and try again. Okay, that's definitely in all the way. Man, I don't know what the best method is to get this together. There we go. All together now. I guess you just, there we go. Well, now I know. And knowing is half the battle. Man, I feel like I need a little G.I. Joe, whatever. Knowing is half the battle kind of thing. I should have put scale hardware in here for the full effect, but I did not think to get any. For that, I apologize. So like I said, what are you guys up to? Is anybody building anything cool tonight? Paul, you'll laugh. I got that panel, I guess, put back on, and I grabbed a tube of caulk and silicone caulk. Was not really paying attention, and apparently it's like door and window trim caulk, and it's like, we'll dry in 7 to 14 days. I think that's crazy. What is your crazy idea, Jesse? Or is it like a top secret crazy idea that you can't share? In which case, why did you bring it up? Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm washing dishes. Hey, I was washing dishes earlier. Nothing wrong with that. Gotta do what you gotta do. Stay. Let's see. How are we on time? Oh, we're like 18 minutes in. Now I'm gonna get this screw put in. Should be finishing C3 for nationals. Sweet. Yeah, I wish I was going. Have fun, Sean. Represent us well. Yeah, Paul. So the silicone says it'll dry clear in 7 to 14 days. I've never seen anything like that. Hopefully it's fine. RC 4-wheel drive has black wells. I think Locked Up RC could make them way better and more scale. Just saying. Well, you know, for a long time I've been thinking about making axle housings, and I've actually got designs for things. But there's a lot that goes into that. A lot of failure has to happen before we get a success. Let me see. I believe I have found. Well, let's see. No, that's not right. Why did that happen? Let's see. Interesting. Anyway, sorry. My brain just... I thought the music had stopped. Maybe it did. I don't know. We got comments now, though. Let's address them. They can discontinue them. Oh, yeah. That's right, Sean. If it's cold, let me know. You're going to need a beanie. I didn't get to do the jackets this year. Man, that guy. But hopefully we have a new guy to help out with that stuff. We'll see. Okay, let's see. So we got one side on. Maybe it will focus. So remember, guys, this is a prototype, so the finish is not production quality. Focus, darn you. Where's my focus point? Anyway, there is a little bit of like, I don't understand why this is not focusing now. I'm getting frustrated. Did I move the point of focus? I bet I moved the point of focus. Whatever. Okay, there we go. That's okay. So, anyway, these are not fancy. These are not brass. They are steel. They won't weigh as much as a brass one, but they will be stronger. And my opinion, I feel like they were better. To each his own. I did mention at the top of the show, we are going to make the knuckles like this. We will make covers like this. And we will probably also make, for those of you that need to add weight, a different style cover that is brass that kind of adds some weight to the sides. So kind of the way that this prototype knuckle is, but the weight will be on the cover and not the knuckle. Let's see. Long sleeve. Perfect. Welcome, Sean. Finally back. Good to have you back, Sean. You are back just in time for us to discuss some other new things. Not just the Capra portal prototypes. We've got other things. These were actually... So these are available in the store. These are 155s. They are a two-tone. I say they're available. The product page is up in the store. I did not get a chance to actually add stock. So I need to count them and then add them to the store. That will happen no later than noon tomorrow. So by the time this is up on YouTube, you guys will be able to get these. Oh man, I forgot my water. That's a big mistake. We have them in black. We have them in blue. We have them in green. We have them in orange. And we have them in red. So 5 new 155 rings will be available tomorrow. The regular versions of those, so not the two-tone, just the solid blue, solid black, all that. Those will also be available probably for next week, but the two-tones we'll have done sooner just because we've already wrapped all those and all that stuff. So, 23 minutes in. Okay. Got one side done, 23 minutes in, and product done. I can't believe I forgot my water. It sucks. But I'll live. What's the best way to get to this guy so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Let me see. Got my. Just gonna check something real quick here. Okay, it works. I don't know what's going on. Technology. Yes, of course we missed you, Sean. I always like having people join the streams that comment, all of that stuff. I did see some of your posts about the Zamboni goalie. I didn't get a chance to read the full articles, but I think I got the gist. That basically a Zamboni driver had to fill in. Was that NHL? Had to fill in for a goalie and like kicked ass. That's awesome. That makes me think of those old pretzel commercials. Like, you with the pretzels, get in there. I don't know why it made me think of that. They're not related. Do it, Sean. Update them. You know, I forgot. Well, I'll show you guys in a minute. Another sneak peek, I guess. You know what? I'm going to do it now. That way I can't forget, because I forget things. For those of you that remember, I don't know how long ago it was that we were making these. Eric Gustafsson had commissioned some rings with us, and we were calling them the EG1s. So we made a limited run of these. These are a 2.2, and these are going to be back in the store, I would guess, let's say within 2 weeks. So that's one thing. I was supposed to do all this with the new stuff, but I forgot. Another thing that we're coming out with, and I don't know what the date on this will be. These are 1.9s. If you guys remember our old Riot rings, this is kind of a similar feel. The difference being you have threaded holes around the center now. Those are M3 threads, so I think these will look pretty cool on, you know, a tactical type vehicle. So these are 1.9. And the little brother to this guy, the 1.9 EG1s. We are currently finishing a whole bunch of these. These will be available in the store. Fingers crossed. Let's say Monday. So this goes with all the new stuff. Hope you guys like some of this stuff. I don't have a name for these yet. I don't know. Or maybe I do. I don't know. These will also just be called the EG1s because, man, we like Eric's ideas. So we like to rap. So if you have an awesome idea for a beadlock ring, contact us. Let me know. My favorite thing to do is design stuff. So yes, Eric is a good guy. Okay, so back to Jackie's Capra, which I've just taken over for the night. For prototype night. Yeah, so that was the NHL. That's crazy. I guess I never really thought about, you know, the depth chart for a goalie. I mean, did they have? They had to have another goalie in the game that got injured. Did they not have a backup goalie? Did the starter and the backup both get injured. I mean, I guess that's... I don't know, man. I guess you generally don't have like 3 goalies sitting around. But hey, you know, whatever. Zamboni guy. It's like the Water Boy. Oh man, that movie. Saucers. I have to double check. I feel like we named them. I mean, we always name things internally. I can't remember though. I don't know what I'm doing. Taking stuff apart. Saucers. I feel like somebody used to make a wheel called UFO, so saucer may be a little too close. But I guess eventually you run out of names. What were we gonna call this? Man, I can't remember now. Warmonger, maybe? I know we have a project called Warmonger. Maybe it was those rings. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. Starter and backup both injured. That's crazy. It's almost as if hockey's a violent sport. Hockey's great, man. Of course, you know, not a whole lot of hockey where I grew up in New Orleans. But we did have a, I don't know, is it semi-pro or farm team or whatever in Baton Rouge, the Kingfish. And there's actually, what is it, the Texas Stars hockey is not too far from us in Cedar Park. So we go to those every now and then. It's a fun time. The kids enjoy it. I don't think they, you know, they kind of enjoy more of the just like all the people and the ridiculousness and stuff dropping out of the sky and parachutes, you know, hamburgers and parachutes and what else? Walking around like the food court. It's not a food court. The ring, whatever, I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know how much they actually enjoy the actual hockey. I enjoy the actual hockey, but it's a good time. I think, you know, you can clarify this for me. Somehow I grew up with the impression that in the NHL, the referees will let players fight until somebody falls down. Is that right, Sean? I can't remember. That's what I told my kids that I thought, but I told them I wasn't sure. Where'd my Baron go? So whatever. But I think it's just fantastic. Let people duke it out until somebody wipes out. Let's see. Is this the same on both sides? I feel like one side looks different. One side does look different. Does it matter which side I use? I guess we'll find out. Not doing a good job of being on camera. I zoomed in, didn't I? Let me zoom back out here real quick. Constantly back and forth with the zoom. Can't make up my mind. It's pathetic. Okay, so that snapped together. That's good. I like that. Oh, we got comments. Give me a second. Let me get a bolt in here. Screw, whatever. Oh wow. Well, thanks for joining us, Jesse. We appreciate you spending some time with us. If I ever release those actual times, we'll test them. I appreciate that. Backup goalie went to play the puck, got run over bad, had a concussion. Ooh. Concussions are not fun. Pretty much not always going to let them fight if they can't control it. The refs let them go until someone falls down. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, man. Guess I should probably keep this loose until I get a screw in all of them. Well, now I feel like I zoomed out too far. can miss all the good action here of me inserting screws into my portals. Oh, we're at 30 minutes. Get this last screw in, and then we got some things to do. Shows, I think the shows go by a lot faster than I realize. So, you know, I tell myself it's only going to take me 15 minutes to put these parts in. Then I forget that I'm looking around and messing with cameras and reading comments, which I'm very happy to do. But still, I need to do these things because you guys tune in for them. Flash coupon! Tonight's flash coupon is 155, baby. So, clearly, this is in relation to our 155s, which I showed you guys the two-tone rings earlier. Those are not quite in the store yet, but pretty much. 155, baby. If you use this coupon code on our site, it's going to get you, I want to say, 25% off any of our 155 rings. So, if you've got a set of our 155 wheels and you need a new set of rings, use this code, grab yourself a set of rings at a discount. I think this is good for the first 5 people. That is tonight's flash coupon. Oop. I went the wrong way on the keyboard there. Ah, there goes my YouTube Emmy. So, tonight was going to be so good, too. Other than all that autofocus stuff at the beginning. Okay. Enough of that. How did I forget my water? This is brutal. And, you know, I got like a throat lozenge up here, but I feel like if I actually try to make use of that, it's going to be clicking on my teeth the whole time. 2.5mm scale hardware, specifically for HBI Venture Diff hardware. Sean, we have M2.5 scale hardware in, let's see, I want to say 5, 7, and 10mm lengths. I believe all of those are up in the store. You can go check. I can't remember. If not, then I need to. I know we had 5 and 7. I know I had the 10s. I thought I made the product ready. I just can't remember if I added the stock. So, actually, you know what, Sean? I would appreciate it if you'd go check and let me know. Because if the 10 is not live in the store, I need to add them. But, oh, I forgot my axle. Idiot. What am I thinking? I just looked over and saw that. You know, that's no, I don't really need that. Do just fine without it. No. Stay. Good listens. Sean, also, I don't know off the top of my head what length hardware you actually need for those. 5, 7, and 10 covers a lot of stuff, though. If it doesn't cover what you need, let me know, though. Seems like 14mm. Okay, yeah, let me know. Welcome, Bruce. The 10 may work for the 14. I don't know. Not opposed to making more. It just, you know, it takes time. Let me see. We're almost done. So far, everything seems like it works pretty well. Happy with that. Let's see. I need to get my links put together. I think I'm gonna have to change this. Oh, I need to get a nut. Oh, okay, I got nuts over there. So one difference you'll notice between the axial parts and our parts are that our knuckles are not double shear. They're also steel. So I think they'll be okay. But we did that. We did that for a reason that I can explain in another show. I can't tell you tonight because it's a secret. No, seriously. That went together pretty easily. I'm going to. I guess it doesn't really matter which way I do this, but probably use up the shorter one. Yeah, it's a bit shorter. Maybe too short. Nope, just enough. I think. Yeah, it is a little short. That's okay. Actually, no, it's not. What am I talking about? Because I'll forget, and I will drive it off. Or could just blame Jackie, she's not here. I don't know why I had this screw then. Maybe that was the stock one? I don't know. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think that was one of the stock ones. Okay. Just dropping stuff. Well, hello. 20 millimeters long. Okay. Ooh, man, that's long. Let's see. I think most of our hardware usually start with like 5, 7, and then 10, 14, and 21. Is a 21 going to be too long, Sean? Let me know. Also, would 18 work? If you could give me a window, I would appreciate it, because I don't think I have a venture here. No. What, Eric has a... No, he just has the body. Never mind. Yeah, if you could let me know a range that would work, that will help. That's certainly doable. Okay, I've got almost everything back together. Bedtime. 21 millimeter would work. Okay. What's the shortest that would work, John? If you can, best. I don't want to say best guess, but educated, whatever, something would be appreciated. Let's see. I want to say this is. This isn't really gonna. This is not really going to change the way the truck looks, and I'm okay with that because this is a strength upgrade for me. It makes me happy. I do think with the, I'll call this nylon housing, I think a black oxide finish would look a little bit better because it's more matte. Like I said at the beginning, this has a rough black zinc finish. And the black zinc's okay on some stuff, it's just kind of shiny, I don't know. Black zinc looks like fresh black paint to me, whereas the black oxide looks like old black paint to me, which is kind of what I prefer. So let's see. How are we on clearance with everything? I know this is going to be hard for you guys to see, but I need to check some stuff out. Make sure we're not really running into anything. We're okay. That is maxing out. Okay, so our maxing out point is the tie rod on the axle, so that's a good sign. These are only prototypes though, so I can change things if I need to. Yeah, I see one spot I might take a little bit off of the final design just to give it a little bit of extra throw, because I know you guys like to have completely ridiculous 80-degree steering. That's what we build it for. Later, Sean. Excuse me. Later, Sean. Let's see, 21 really would be best, so 21 to 22. Okay, yeah. Let me make a note. M2.5, 5, 2, wait, is that what you said? No, you said 21 to 22. Okay. Alrighty. We'll have to see what we can do for that. So this has been pretty 45 minutes. Good, good, good. Let's see, what do we got next? Oh yeah. It is the dad joke of the week. What did the therapist say at the end of the Bears session? Bipolar bear. That would have been a lot better if my voice hadn't cracked. But I think you get the point. Man, I need water. And now I'm coughing. It's madness. I don't know. Well, I got done what I wanted to get done. We've got our prototype portals on our Capra. I did not get to put these wheels on. So you guys feel free to leave messages in the comments. Another prototype. I've teased with these before, but this is our trail ready version of our internal. I'm going to put these on Jackie's Capra. I don't know when, but I'd like to have your opinion. So blue rings, or it's hard to pick these up. Blue rings, or what? How would I put that down? Blue rings or gray rings. Now, I feel like I want to pick these both up at the same time, that way you guys can kind of see. Blue rings or gray rings. They're both anodized, so the rings are actually a clear anodizing. So they're not exactly the same finish as the wheel, but I thought that might be interesting, and I thought it might go well with the side panels on the Capra. So let me know your thoughts. Let's see, what else? Let me check comments before I check out here. Drift knuckles? Drift knuckles. What? I don't know. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Paul? What you talking about, Willis? You'll have to enlighten me more. Blue. Okay, that's one vote for blue. I will check the comments on this video. I'll look at YouTube and all that stuff too, but just want to see what your guys' thoughts are. I don't think I've actually used the gray rings on one of our trucks yet, so I'm kind of almost thinking about that. Why am I not in the middle? I'm supposed to be in the middle. Is that why I was having such a hard time staying under the camera? Man, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, assembling the wheels will be another night. Maybe I can do that next week. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. We got our We got our portal prototypes installed. Showed you guys some new products, including some re-releases like our EG1, our new unnamed ring, and of course the mini EG1. Well, it's not really mini, I guess. If we do a 155 version, that would be mini. that's other new stuff. We had our dad joke. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank everyone that commented. If you'd like a shout out when you join the show, send me your friend request and I will add you. I am Patrick Norton. I have enjoyed being your host. I will see you guys next week. Thanks.
If you liked this video, please consider subscribing. Not sure if you want to subscribe yet? Check out one of these videos. Thank you for watching.